Hey everybody, happy Monday. It's Sidra with Mental Wellness Monday. Hope you had a wonderful weekend. I did because it rained. I know, Southern California, we never get rain, but it rained on Saturday. I don't know about you, that's the most calming, peaceful thing for me is when you go to bed and it's raining. And I just loved it. I had to get up early in the morning, but it was still worth it. So I hope you had something wonderful happen to you today. My prayers and thoughts are going out for those of you in Tennessee and in New York where things are really hard right now. And you're in my thoughts and you're in my prayers. So today, the title of the live is, what is a healthy boundary you could set? And the reason I thought about this is because I was on a training this weekend and my mentor said to me something that I hadn't really thought about. Or if I thought about it, I didn't really pay attention to it. And so when she just said it to me out of the blue, I was like, oh, it was like the heavens opened up and I'm like, oh, I got to pay attention to this. And she said that I needed to do a better job of putting myself first. And I was like, oh, okay, yeah. And then when I got off, I really thought about that. And it kind of just ran around in my mind all weekend, just thinking about, is that an issue for me? Do I need to do better with that? And anytime anybody tells me anything, I'm going to listen. I'm not going to maybe believe everything, but I'm definitely going to listen. But I have to tell you, that really resonated with me. And I thought, wow, maybe I need to set better boundaries in some areas of my life. And so I did some research and I just thought I would share it with you guys today. So you might be asking, what's a boundary? So boundaries are guidelines, they're limits, they're rules so that people can act reasonable when they're around you. Good morning. So it's like, how do people act around you? How do they know how to treat you? There was this saying that says, we teach people how to treat us. We teach people how to treat us. So if people are coming at us sideways or crazy, or we just feel like something's off in a relationship, we got to look at ourselves. We got to look at ourselves because we set those parameters. There's physical boundaries, like how close you get to me. Can you touch me? Maybe even, can you open my email? Can you look at my phone? What's on my phone? That's a physical boundary. And then there's emotional and social boundaries. Are you sacrificing your dreams and desires for others? Are you not taking responsibility for yourself and you're blaming others? That's on you. And so that's what we want to look at today. Self-care is super important. It's so important. Setting boundaries is so important. It's important for your self-care. It's important because you got to communicate needs in relationships. It increases your positive interactions and it allows you to set limits in a really healthy way. The key is in a healthy way. Because sometimes, I don't know about you, but you'll be going along and somebody will be, and I'm just going to use the metaphor of stepping on your toe. I don't know what stepping on your toe is for you, but they keep stepping on your foot. And in the beginning, you're like, okay, it's cool. And then you get sick of them stepping on your foot, but you don't really say anything. And then what happens? They step on your foot, like maybe even softly that last time, and you go off on them. And then they're looking at you like you're crazy. But it was all that pent up energy and stuff that you had that you didn't share in the moment that then made it hard for you just to say like, hey, let's be a little not so close right here so you don't step on my toes all the time. So barriers to setting healthy boundaries are fear of rejection and fear of confrontation. 100% I can own that I do not like confrontation at all. I hate it. and I avoid it at all costs, which is not good. Not probably is not good, is not good. You could have guilt that if you set healthy boundaries, how's that person going to feel? You just like literally don't know how. And maybe you don't even feel safe to be able to set boundaries with somebody. If that's true, then that should tell you something right there about that relationship. So here are some signs that you might lack setting good boundaries. And I'll make sure that I put both of these up after we're done. You fail to speak up when you're misunderstood. You give away too much of your time. I think that's what she was saying that I do. You agree, but you really want to disagree. Like you're like, oh yeah, that's fine. But inside, you're like pissed or angry or upset. You feel guilty for dedicating time to you. Dedicating time to you. You have toxic relationships. You know those people. You feel taken for granted by others. You have chronic fear, like you're always worried, what's somebody gonna think of me if I do blank? You overshare the details of your life. You tell too many stories to too many people. You constantly feel like a victim, and you attract people who control and dominate you. Because we send out energy. We're all just energy. And if we're stuck in this space of not having good boundaries, people that like to be around people that can't set good boundaries are going to be drawn to you. It's horrible, but it's real. But now here's some things you can do. Hey, Dolores, good morning. Here's some things you could do. So you got to learn to, and I'll put these up too, say no without guilt. No is a one-word sentence. It's okay. You do not have to justify your no. Okay, so say no without guilt. Ask for what you need and what you want. And ask before you get super frustrated, because you're going to be able to do it in a more calm manner. Take care of yourself. If you don't really want to go to that party or that event or that thing, you could say, sorry, I have other plans. You don't need to tell them what your plans are. You don't need to justify them. Your plans are that you want to sit home and watch Netflix and you don't want to go to their dang party. All right? But you don't have to tell them all that. You don't have to make up some story. Just say, no, I'm sorry, I have other plans. Have a wonderful event. Behave according to your values and beliefs. You guys, we know in our souls, in our spirits, our intuition tells us what's right, but we don't want to stick to it. Stick to it. Because what happens when we don't, we get super frustrated with ourselves. Feel supported to pursue your own goals. Folks, it is all right to put your needs first. I'm preaching the choir right here. That's why I was a little louder. But it's okay to put your goals first. It's okay to be treated as an equal. Like, that's a great thing. Take responsibility for your own happiness and joy. Don't put that on anybody else. That's nobody else's cause. You are responsible for making sure that you feel happiness. Get in tune with your own feelings. Sit quietly and decide, what do I really want in this situation? And then lastly, know who you are, what you believe, and what you like. Some of us have been doing this so long, we're not even sure. So we think that's what we want to do, but the reality is we don't. But we've been doing it for so long, we don't even know. So your task for this week is, I want you to identify and post in the comments, what's one small healthy boundary that you could set this week? Now don't get crazy. If you've been doing somebody's laundry for 500 years and now they come, don't go off on them. But you might want to say, hey, how did we start this thing where I'm doing your laundry? Start a conversation when you're calm. And you're going to be surprised how much your happiness increases when you do set healthy boundaries. And more important, you're going to find out that it's just all good, and really everything is working for your favor. We just got to step into that space. So thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you so much. Have a wonderful week. And please don't ever forget that you deserve happiness now. I can't wait to hear about the boundaries you're going to set. See you later. Bye.